Election forecasters, pollsters, and the media's best-known number crunchers all have one final message the day before Election Day 2024. The race is a historically close toss-up. CNN's data guru Harry Enton broke down the final polling data of the cycle on Monday and declared, "It's historically tight and we have no clue who is going to win." NBC News' Steve Kornacki joined the Today Show and broke down the network's final poll in the race, which found Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump tied at 49% each. Kornacki also ran through the swing state numbers, which showed Trump leading in Arizona, North Carolina, and Georgia. He noted that the poll also showed Harris winning Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Nevada, an electoral college victory. Kornacki concluded his analysis by discussing the bombshell Ann Selzer Des Moines Register poll out of Iowa that showed Harris up 4 points on Trump in a state he was tipped to comfortably win. "It's hard for anybody to say they saw this coming," said Selzer of her poll, which is considered one of the most reliable polls in politics. Kornacki noted that Selzer has an excellent track record in Iowa of coming in at the very end and nailing what the final result is. He added that the poll showed Harris is gaining votes with a massive gender gap, particularly among older women. Cook Political Report Editor-in-Chief Amy Walter also weighed in on the Selzer poll, writing, "NYT Siena swing state and Selzer IA polls give us a choose-your-own adventure, ending to an unprecedented election. IA poll suggests Harris' strength W white voters, especially women, indies plus seniors, can help her keep blue wall even if Sunbelt slips. But NYT shows opposite. She's slipping in blue wall white voters, as black voters come home in Georgia, North Carolina, and even as Arizona slips away, Nevada comes back into play, suggesting muted loss among Latinos. At the end of the day, we don't need a major party coalition realignment to have huge impact on the outcome. Move women Latino, white college just a couple points one way or the other and the race tips," Walter concluded. Andrew Ross Sorkin noted in his Monday Dealbook newsletter from the New York Times that Selzer isn't the only pollster out there sounding the alarm for Trump with older women, particularly white women, a key GOP voting bloc. Michael McDonald, a politics professor at the University of Florida who runs a vote tracking site, pointed to similar dynamics in a recent Kansas poll, noted Ross Sorkin, adding that the poll has shifted the vibes in the race. The Selzer poll has roiled the political betting markets. Following its publication, Trump's odds of victory fell on platforms including Polymarket, after they had climbed in recent weeks, in tandem with crypto and other elements of the Trump trade. However, Nate Cohn wrote in the New York Times on Monday that Republicans too have reason for confidence. Across these final polls, white Democrats were 16% likelier to respond than white Republicans. That's a larger disparity than our earlier polls this year, and it's not much better than our final polls in 2020, even with the pandemic over. It raises the possibility that the polls could underestimate Mr. Trump yet again, wrote Cohn. Ms. Harris led black voters, 84% to 11%, up from 80 to 14 in the last wave of Times Siena State polls. Similarly, she led among Hispanic voters, 56 to 35, up from 55 to 41, added Cohn, of the final NYT poll. Many pundits and observers have argued that the Trump rally remark calling Puerto Rico garbage may have shifted the Hispanic vote away from Trump. Enton noted in his analysis that the likelihood that the polls have undersampled one side or the other is over 60%, meaning that it's likely either Harris or Trump could score a 300 electoral vote win on Tuesday, despite the razor-thin polling. If you were basically to model this out as a bunch of folks do, will the 2024 winner get 300-plus electoral votes? A majority chance of yes, they will get at least 300 electoral votes, a relative blowout in today's day and age. Enton said on CNN Monday, adding, "The minority is at 40% know that the winner will get less than 300 electoral votes. How the heck is that possible?" Well, essentially, if you look back at swing state polling averages since 1972, the average error in the swing states is 3.4 points. And of course, all of the 7 closest battleground states are within 3 points. So if you get an average error and it all goes in one direction, well then lo and behold, you will in fact get a blowout in the Electoral College of the winner getting at least 300 electoral votes.
Kamala Harris has just a single-point lead over Donald Trump in the final Forbes/Harris X poll before tomorrow's election. Meanwhile, surveys from NBC News, Emerson College, and Yahoo News YouGov out this weekend all had the candidates locked in a dead heat. Polling across the 7 swing states also show a tight race with Harris ahead in Nevada, Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin, while Trump was up in Arizona and North Carolina. Many of those states had less than 2 points between them. Pennsylvania, where both Trump and Harris are campaigning in with 1 day left until Election Day, is to close to call. 538's election forecast model currently has Trump predicted to win 52 out of 100 times. But the razor-thin margins across the polls means the outcome of today's election is anything but certain.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump is closing out his election campaign by bringing up the fact that he'd like to hit back at former First Lady Michelle Obama. At a rally in Raleigh, North Carolina, on Monday, the GOP candidate asked a crowd of supporters whether he was allowed to hit her now after claiming that the former First Lady had hit me, an apparent reference to her recent speech calling Trump a criminal and an abuser. Trump had already appeared to threaten Michelle Obama at a previous rally, noting ominously that she'd made a big mistake by criticizing him. But his latest outburst is an escalation in his language and appears to deliberately lean into the ambiguity of the word hit. Apparently recounting a conversation with his advisors, Trump said, "Michelle, I was so nice to her out of respect. She hit me the other day. I was going to say, am I allowed to hit her now? They said, take it easy, sir. My geniuses, they said, just take it easy. What do you mean? She said that about me, I can't hit back. Sir, you're winning, just relax. Is that good or bad advice? He asked the crowd. I think it's neutral. He then asked, what do the ladies of North Carolina think? Hit back or just relax? Before admitting, I'd actually love to hit back, but we'll hold it a little while. Trump's comments about the former First Lady followed his now routine attacks on her husband, former President Barack Obama, whom Trump called the Great Divider. He also referred to him as Barack Hussein Obama, a long-standing racist tactic Trump uses to cast Obama, America's first black president, as nefarious and foreign. It's unclear precisely which of the former First Lady's comments irked Trump. But at a rally in Norristown, Pennsylvania, on Saturday, Michelle Obama made the case for Harris by comparing the two candidates. Instead of someone who's only in it for themselves, we will have a president who's in it for you, she said. Instead of someone who'd accelerate the dismantling of our women's reproductive health system, we will have a president who believes in our freedom to make decisions about our own bodies. Instead of a criminal and an abuser, we can have a president who has prosecuted lawbreakers and protected victims, she added. Instead of someone who cozies up to dictators and denies elections, we will have a president who will work to strengthen and expand our democracy, and do it all with warmth, joy, and grace.
Countries weren't accepting him back until I came. You know, with Barack Hussein Obama, I call him the Great Divider. He's the Great Divider. And he hit, and Michelle hit me. I was so nice to her. Out of respect, I was so nice. She hit me the other day. I was going to say to my people, am I allowed to hit her now? They said, take it easy, sir. Sir, take it easy. My geniuses, I'm telling you, they said, just take it easy. Oh, what do you mean? She said bad about me. I can't hit back. Sir, you're winning. Just relax. Is that good advice? Is that good or bad advice? I think it's neutral. You know what the response is there? It's like, nah. What do the ladies from North Carolina think about hit back or just relax? Huh? Oh, they say hit back. You say hit back. I'd actually love to hit back, but we'll hold it a little while. We'll hold it. I'd love to hit back, but oh no, she took some shots at me the other day. I said, whoa, what have we here? I'd never heard that before. I've always treated her very nicely. But he's the great divider, Barack Hussein Obama. He's a great divider.
Thanks for watching and stay with us for more update on the elections.